It's Thursday morning, a bit after 7. I should have been up a little bit earlier, but it's quite frosty. You can see the frost on the BT50, and then frost on the grass. So it's minus whatever. And just walking down the front. You'll just see the frost on the patrol. But it'll be a really nice day. Not a cloud in the sky. G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care in Yass, New South Wales, Australia. It's Friday the 17th of July. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Just heading out to the small farm which you've all seen before, which I've been mowing and doing that big Photinia hedge, which I won't be doing today. It's too wet, and it's too wet there and slippery and dangerous, so I've got to wait for that to dry. But we're basically midwinter here, so just take a little while for that to dry up. But I was talking to the customer last night, and apparently there's a tree down sort of next to the driveway as you go in, so I'll tidy that up. I don't know the extent of it, but we'll see when we get there. And then what I've got on the back in the trailer is a heap of leaves that I think I got them from across the road and from my property as well. So what we're going to do is, in particular areas where around the roses and their sort of centre circle garden, I'll just spread all them out, so good mulch, and they'll rot back in. So that's pretty much my Friday morning. I did do a mow the other day when I got back from Brisbane. That was Wednesday afternoon. I didn't get that because it was in a bit of a tricky area. It was with the ZT 6000 and Cape weed, so we just had to knock that down. I'll spray that over this next couple of weeks, and that'll knock that on the head a little bit. And the customer wants me to go back there with either the HDX 30, I'm sorry, I'm at a roundabout, or the little Honda Buffalo, because there's a bit of an area around the house, like a slope type area, that just needs some tidy up. That might take, half an hour to an hour, and get that done. And I've got a few that I need to do next week, not a lot, but just a few. One of the properties that I did spray with dicamba MCPA last week, and I went and had a look at it, and the Cape weed is normally flat, and it's cabbaging up, so some of it was just starting to turn yellow. So I was looking to maybe do that yesterday, but I'll just wait till Monday on that. There's no rush. And then I've got some properties to do over the weekend, which I haven't done for the last, say, 3 weeks. And they're as you know, the veterinary hospitals, and we'll just see how they are when I get there. But I think as most of us know, you look at a property and you think, does it need it or doesn't it need it? And 9 times out of 10, when you mow it, it did need it, and it did need a bit of a tidy up, and it just makes it look that much better. And I think it's even more critical that it's a commercial property, because they've got people coming and going all the time, and it needs to look good, it needs to look professional. I'm actually just driving past the first veterinary hospital, and it looks okay, but yeah, running the mower over that will tidy it up really well. And it might need another mow for a month if the cold weather stays. Since I got back from Brisbane on Tuesday afternoon, it was a horrible day when I was driving back, and miserly rain, and I think it was about 6 degrees. Then we had a frost on Wednesday morning, and we had a frost on Thursday morning, so that was good. We need those just to keep a lid on things, slow things down. And then today I think it's about 5 degrees, but it's overcast at the moment. I'd imagine that cloud will burn off. So what we'll do is when I get out there, I'll just set up and we'll have a look at this this tree limb and or the tree, because it was in a V. So one side of it's gone, and we'll just have a look at the other side to see how stable that is, and if it's not, we'll chop it down as well. So we'll get some vision out there. So just driving up the driveway, everybody, on the right hand side. You can see that has come down. It's pretty big actually, but it looks like it's come out at the base, so it's actually both limbs. So we'll just get out and have a bit of a look at that. So just having a look, walking around. I thought it was actually a V, but it's actually next to the other tree. So what I'll do is I'll have to chop that all up. I don't have the Ventrac out here with the grapple, otherwise I would have used that, but I've got the trailer and everything. So I'll dump off the leaves. So we'll just walk back to the patrol and I'll just show you I've got all the leaves from across the road in my big green waste bags, or one of them's white. So I'll dump them off and we'll come back and do this tree. Okay, I don't know how much I got in there. Hopefully I got a bit of that over there, which was the thicker stuff. But this is just a little Azito chainsaw. It's cleaned it up really well. This cost me, I don't know, I've had this over 10 years. I think it cost me $125 all those years ago. And I've never really needed anything else. Like, I'm not a tree person, I just trim stuff. But that was good 10 inches thick, and it cut through it really well. But the big thing I will say is thank you to my neighbour Wayne. Wayne is the chainsaw guru, and he gave it a little service yesterday, sharpened the chain and everything. So, and it, as you could see, it really cuts really well. And I prefer the motorized or the petrol chainsaw. It's just got more herbs in it, and it does really well. So I'll start cleaning this stuff up. So that's done, all cleaned up. I'll just go over here to, let's call it this log, which is part of that tree which has fallen down. I just want to shave a little bit off that. What I'll do in the future is I'll come out with the Ventrac and the power bucket and just lift it up and take it out and take it to the burn pile, which is about 50 meters that way, which isn't far away at all, so you can do that pretty easy. So I'll just get a bit closer on this one. So I'll just put my hand near it and you'll see how thick that is. So two hands. I think I was near a little bit of a knot there, so you could hear it, you know, bogging down a little bit. But that'd be the capacity of this little chainsaw. But as I said, it does a ripper job. All right, well, I'll dump that off and we'll, I've warmed up too. And we'll go up and do the leaves when I've dumped this off. Okay, that's my second warm up for today. I'm sweating a little bit, but you can see the burn pile. The customers will they'll burn that off before the spring, and that'll be all gone. So just back in the vehicle, everybody. It's around lunchtime. Apologise, I didn't get any vision of putting the leaves out. My very expensive $6 tripod leg, something's gone wrong with it and it just wouldn't stay up. Anyway, that's just how it goes. But it's turned into a very nice day. Just had a cup of tea with the customer and we just had a bit of a natter. So that was nice, and it was in the sun. So it's all good. Just coming back out onto the main road. Better be careful, there's a semi coming. I'll just back up a little bit and be a bit patient. There it goes. Big B double. And more cars coming. So just bear with me a second. Just need to concentrate. More cars coming. It is a Friday, so it's sort of into Friday afternoon, and the main road from Boorowa can get a bit busy with people travelling. Here we go. And a lot more trucks are on this road now as well, so you just have to be really, really careful. But yeah, got that tree done, which I was very happy about. As I said earlier, I'll when I'm out here with the vent truck one day with the power bucket and grapple, I'll pick that up and just move it to the burn pile. But I haven't been out here for a little while because it's been wet, and certain parts of the property where the couch grass is, it's like a sponge. It's very, very damp. Where the photinias are is very slippery. So just did those couple of things in regard to getting that tree chopped up and cleared, and then just putting those leaves out, and customers very happy with all that sort of thing. But it's looking pretty good out here, and normally in July we get, I'll call it a 2-week dry period, and so we might be in the middle of that, and then after that we get that cold, horrible, miserable or miserly weather come in sort of late July into August. So we'll see what happens from there. But I think I said earlier, things are still growing, and it really hasn't been of what I would call a typical, not like last year where winter really started in May and we had lots of frosts pretty much from May through to August. So it might be a big spring, and we'll see what happens after that. The predictions are that it could be a dryish spring, summer. Summer you can take that because that's a typical Australian summer, hot and dry, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's my lot for today. Thank you to everybody for watching. I think I've got 596 subscribers now, so that's just fantastic, and thank you to everybody for subscribing. Thank you to and welcome to my newer subscribers. I'm just coming up to the Hume Highway now. It's very much appreciated. As I said before, I didn't expect to have this many subscribers at all, because it's just what I do, and it's very much appreciated. Anyway, thanks everyone, and I'll catch you soon.